I know how passionate you are, and I do want to know how much pressure you put on yourself to get your message across. Because deep down, there's a message when it comes to you, and you
Yeah.
and I have talked about that privately. If you want to share this publicly,
Yeah, man. And again, it's another thing where it's like I don't want to necessarily define myself by this message, but it is so important. And the message isn't meant to be everything, but it's like it's also something where it's like, isn't this a cool concept? And the easiest way for me to kind of reiterate it is I'll always remember. I want to say it's like 2019 Hall of Fame, and I brought my wife with me. And my wife is this clearly Muslim girl, right? She wears a hijab, but we're all dolled up, you know. And I'm walking her on a red carpet, and there's doing interviews. And man, the amount of press that she got, this visibly Muslim girl for the first time walking a WWE Hall of Fame red carpet ceremony, and I'm the one doing all the interviews, but everyone's like, "Oh my god, how cool is that? That there's a Muslim woman on WWE." And to a lot of people, that goes, "Well, what does it matter?" It matters to girls that look like her.
Right.
That they see that it matters to guys that have names like Mustafa or Muhammad. It matters, man. And I'm not saying I should get something because of it. I'm just saying that's pretty cool.
You're the
When
guy
I
that's
grew
in a
up
position to do something
to
about it.
do that, when I grew up, my representation on TV was Apu from The Simpsons. That's it. I didn't have a guy. You know, some people are like, oh, that's my guy, and that's my guy, and I can relate to. Oh, he's from my city. I had nothing, man. Especially in wrestling,
Yeah.
I had nothing. I had nothing. I go, I aspire to be that guy. So I'm not saying that I'm this like groundbreaking, like, but at the same time, who checks the boxes the way I do? So I just think it's such a missed marketing concept, or even like good PR or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the message that's important to me. And I'm not saying that because I'm from this background or because I have this name or religion, it's important. I'm saying none of that should define you, because look, in the real world, sometimes that stuff does define you. Sometimes it does limit you. I'm living proof that if you work 10 times harder than everybody, you can make it. Like, again, back to my the story of how I got into WWE. I wasn't supposed to be here, but a guy named Mustafa Ali at one point is competing for the WWE Championship. I've done these things. I was in contention to have a WrestleMania match at one point. Like, I did that. So like they can't take that away from me. But to go back to what Vic's saying, that message is kind of like the sweet, like the cherry on top. I don't want it to be everything. I don't want it to be the defining role, but like, yeah, I'm damn proud of it.
While you're in the process of defining who Mustafa Ali is within the world of WWE, what's the next step? What's your immediate goal now that you're back in the fold?
I mean, back in the fold, and again, it's just so much emphasis. I can't stress enough what it would mean to not just me, but I think a lot of people, and people not just from my background, but to hear the new United States champion, Mustafa Ali. This is America, man. This is the United States. Like, sometimes I don't feel like I'm at home, even though I'm from Chicago, born and raised here, a former police officer. Like, when the national anthem plays, I stand up. But sometimes I feel like I'm not at home, you know?
Dive into that. Talk to me a little bit more about that. That's obviously, I mean, I can't necessarily relate to that. This is
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. It's always a weird concept. And my earliest recollection of it is, unfortunately, it's 9/11. That's the first time I really felt like, wait, and
did you become
why
aware?
is
Did you become aware because the world became aware? Sort of. Obviously, it was a
um
negative. There was a negative connotation because of the event of September
right.
11th. But was that a case where you, as a kid growing up, you didn't necessarily look at yourself as differently, but then you sort of
Yeah,
went, "Oh, wait,
one hundred, 100%. And like, yeah, I mean, kids are going to be kids, right? Like, I'm sure someone said something once in a while. And like, I referenced a poo early before, people probably said my name with the Indian accent or whatever. But 9/11 was the first time I felt like, because I'm different, physical harm can come to me and my family. That was the first time I've ever felt that. And I'll always remember being in class, and because 9/11 was obviously this national tragedy, teachers were kind of talking about it in class, and we're having these open, pretty mature conversations. And I remember just kind of saying something along the lines of like, "Yeah, I can't believe this happened to us." And I'll never forget, the kid in front of me turned around, looked back, he goes, "Us, your people did that." And the teacher, and nobody said anything. And like, you have to realize, this person in front of me, I thought of as a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around, and man, I've never felt more alone, like, ever. So that image is like burned in my head. Your people did that. Bro, I'm American. Like, what? I was so confused. And I was saying the same. I live down the street from here. I come to school here. I'm American. I love apple pie. Like, I don't know what you want from me. You know what I mean? And that's when the first time, it became glaringly, like a sad reality to me, that this is the world I live in, where I have to make sure that, I'm on your side. Like, I'm one of the, and that's sad, man. Like, that's the beauty of this country, right? Like, people from different backgrounds, freedom, the brave, all that. Like, let's stand by it. But when a tragedy like this or fear hits, it's scary to me how quickly we let go of those principles and the foundation of what this country is supposed to be standing upon, and hiding behind fears and tragedies. But yeah, that's been something with me for most of my adult life.
And how have you prevented yourself from letting that turn into anger and you sort of lashing out or becoming negative regarding that? Because your message is one of positivity and inclusion, and saying,
right.
Hey, look, you're gonna lead by example. When very easily you could say, "Oh, screw this! I'm going the other way. I'm taking the easy way out."
Right. So there's two principles that come to mind. One is, and I'm not saying you think of this of me, Corey or Vic, but let's say you guys think. No, I'm just giving an example. I think
it's very important to have this conversation for everybody listening. So that's why I'm.
But I'm saying, if anyone, and I'm just using you guys as an example, if you guys have the preconceived idea that someone from my background or my religion is violent or is aggressive or uncivil, and you say something hateful to me, but then I respond back saying something uncivil or vile or whatever, I've kind of reiterated your point, right?
Right.
Like, if you're saying this guy is, this, and I spew hate back at you, I've kind of reiterated your point. But if you say all these things about me, that I'm uncivil, I'm immature, I'm violent, and you say this to me, but I go, "Corey, I don't know what's bugging you, man, but I hope whatever's bugging you is, you figure it out. And if you need my help, I'm here." I've kind of already dismantled your whole point, right?
Yeah,
because this guy is like, so that's how I deal with, and I hate even talking about social media, because the older I get, I just realize how useless it is in reality. But social media is an example, right? Like people would say these things, and I go back to the Hall of Fame example. I took a picture with my wife, and she has her hijab on, and we're smiling, and this one comment was, "This is America. Tell her to get that rag off her head."
Oh, come on.
And no, but as vile as it is, the response is what basically disarmed this guy. And I said something like "my brother" or something like that. I go, "This is America," and her wearing that is the most American thing that she can do. You saying that is the most un-American thing you can do. And I've already dismantled this patriots argument, you're being un-American, and I just remember all the comments just burying this guy afterwards. But that's one approach. One approach I have is they throw hate at you, smile at them and wish them well, The other
sometimes that's the hardest route to take, because I know I'm an emotional guy, and I'm my instinct is to fire back,
Same.
And that's
you twice. Yeah. So I mean, and the other principle, and I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. And I hope this sounds right, I'm just kind of so tired of proving how American I am. You know what I mean? I'm sick of the struggle behind it. Having to explain, "Oh, by the way, I'm from Chicago." Right. When I meet someone, they go, "Oh, where are you from?" And I go, "Chicago." And they go, "No, but where are you from?" Listen, am I asking you if your ancestors are from Ireland, or you're you said you're from Boston, and I let it go, right? It's the same thing, but I think I have to pull that back even too, because again, I judge by people's intentions, not their actions. This person doesn't mean to offend me, right? This person is just trying to get to know me and is assuming that because I'm what I look like, that I'm from somewhere else. So then I have to give them "Oh, my mom's from here, my dad's from here, but I was born here." And they go, "Oh, so you're American?" Yeah, I'm American.
That's how we started this conversation. Thanks for playing.
That's how it started. Yeah. So it's a little bit of both. Yeah, like respond with, this positivity, but the other thing is like, kind of tired of the fight, man. I'm a tired old man now. That's
Like what you hear? Catch full episodes of After the Bell on Spotify. Follow us now and never miss an episode.